What is up, Wildcats? I'm Sailor,
I'm Malik.
and these are your daily announcements.
BFAN's first meeting is tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. To receive the Zoom link, students need to fill out a Google form attached in the daily announcements.
Welcome to Top 20. In this segment, we will review all 20 books that are nominated for the 2020-2021 South Carolina Young Adult Book Award. The first book we are going to discuss is After the Shot Drops by Randy Rebay. This book is about basketball, friendship, and a teen's attempt to create a better life for his family. This book has left amazing reviews and a 4.2 out of 5 on Goodreads. Make sure to check out the book After the Shot Drops by Randy Rebay at our own LHS library.
Report cards will be going out today for our BB cohort and Monday to our AA cohort. Lula students will receive their report cards by mail. Parents can always check PowerSchool for the most up-to-date grades and attendance.
If you are interested in registering for the ACT/SAT workshop, please check the daily announcements emailed to you.
What's up, Wildcats? Welcome back to College Football Recap. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Patrick.
And this week, we're talking about the two biggest games, Clemson versus Notre Dame and Florida versus Georgia.
Number 8 Florida played number 5 Georgia in a neutral site game, as they always do. It was a crazy game to start. Both teams had 21 points entering the second quarter, and it was really an offensive battle, which is kind of surprising because Georgia has a great defense, and they look like they could contain most offenses in the SEC besides Alabama. But Kyle Trask in Florida put up 38 points at the half, and they look like the best team in the SEC. They can score on many ways on offense, and their defense held Georgia in check for the most part. Florida now is in control of the SEC East, winning the head-to-head battle versus Georgia, and they're looking to continue their winning ways and take this into the SEC championship game versus most likely Alabama. The other big game this week was number 1 Clemson and number 4 Notre Dame. This game for sure lived up to the hype. It was a great double overtime thriller taking over 3.5 hours. Ian Book looked great as he led that Notre Dame offense down the field in the final minutes of the fourth quarter to tie the game, eventually taking it into overtime and winning the game. Clemson was without 3 starters on defense, and I still believe this Clemson team is really, really strong with all 3 starters. I think they're a completely different team. Their quarterback play is still great without Trevor Lawrence. DJ is a great quarterback. He's continued to lead this offense, but without those 3 starters on defense, their defense is just not a complete program.
Clemson's defense did look really slow due to the injuries that occurred during the game. But even with those guys healthy, they have to step up and play better. Allowing 47 points to a good offense is just unacceptable. Clemson will get a chance to face Notre Dame again in the ACC Championship if they can win out. And that game will determine who will make the college football playoff. And by the way, Coastal Carolina is the only undefeated team in South Carolina.
We'll see you next week, Wildcats.
Remember, if you signed up to take the ASVAB test, it is tomorrow.
Remember that tomorrow you will also have the opportunity to Zoom with recruiters from Missouri State, Savannah College of Art and Design, and Lincoln Tech of Nashville. If you are interested in attending these Zoom meetings, you can sign up on the counseling website under College and Career tab.
Food Improving Thinking was a program started here at Lexington High School several years ago with the goal to help students who are in need and maybe don't have enough food at home to get them through the weekend. So we provide about between 35 and 40 bags each week to the students to take home with them. We try to include 2 lunches, 2 dinners, 2 breakfasts, and 2 snacks for each bag.
Due to COVID-19 and increased demand, recently it's been more difficult to offer enough meals since there are now 5-day weekends for face-to-face students instead of 2. Last week we received a large food donation for Mod Pizza that consisted of 28 boxes with 24 pouches in each box of red beans and rice packs, making it 672 pouches in total.
So I work with students and we make sure that the food gets delivered and that the bags get packed.
We also have the cat's closet here in my classroom. It's something that I started last year that we like to try to keep stocked with basic personal hygiene items like shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste, laundry detergent, things like that. And students who might need those things can just contact me and they can come in here during my planning time or after school in complete confidence, and they can just go shopping for the things that they need. It's free. We'll do our best to keep it anonymous as well. So that's an option for the students as well as the FIT program.
You can start receiving meals yourself over the weekend by contacting Ms. Bausch at abausch@lexington1.net.
If anyone is interested in trying out for our LHS track team, please email Coach Graham. His email is tgraham@lexington1.net.
This story starts in my workplace, Subway. Basically, I'm doing dishes. Love dishes. Dishes are my favorite. And Kyle, my coworker, walks back and he's like, got an angry customer, I'm so sorry. And of course, I'm like, well, what is he angry about? And Kyle says he's angry about there being marinara sauce on his meatballs. And I think for a second. And I'm like, marinara sauce on the meatball marinara. Now I know, groundbreaking. That's crazy. Why would there be marinara sauce on the meatball marinara? And so I walk up, and this dude is just looking at me. And I ask Kyle, I'm like, who am I supposed to be talking to? Because we've got a line of customers. And homeboy's like, your boss came in, I came in, and your boss says that I could get a free sandwich. And I said, well, why did my boss say this? And he says, there was sauce on my meatballs. And I look at him, and I'm like, sir, our meatballs are coated in sauce. They're in a Cambro full of sauce. That's kind of what happens. There is sauce on them. And he says, well, I didn't like it, and your boss said I could get a free one. And I said, well, sir, my boss did not tell me this, so I'm gonna go call her, and I'll get back to you, because I can't just give out a free sandwich. And he's like, whatever, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, sir, I'm gonna go call her. And she says, well, what did he say? And I say, he complained about sauce on his meatballs. And she said, that's kind of the whole point of the meatballs. And I said, yes, ma'am, I know. So I hang up the phone, and I'm like, dog, sorry, I can't give you that free sub. And he says, whatever, I'll just pay for one. And I'm like, okay, what would you like? I want a teriyaki chicken. The teriyaki chicken, I hope he knows, is coated in teriyaki sauce. So anyway, he paid for that sub, he left, and I never saw him again.
Linking Lexington District 1 is a community-wide event to raise money for the local charity Cancer of Many Colors. The purpose of this project is to provide a financial aid to cancer patients and their families. To support this event, you can purchase masks for $7, gaiters for $10, or links with a loved one's name for $1. Stop by Ms. Cromer's or Ms. Bond's room on D Hall.
SIA has been selling Chick-fil-A chicken biscuits today. If they have any left, they will be selling them during Empower on the D Hall side of Commons. They will for sure have sodas for $1. That's all for today, Wildcats. Have a great day.